Hello. I wonder if this is working now. I tried to readjust the internet. I've been having a lot of problems with my internet lately, guys. So it took me a second to figure out what has been going on because, yeah, the internet here is so terrible and I'm so sorry. Okay, so I'm back for another pick a card. For those of you who are joining me for the first time, thank you for coming to support me. This is the Old World Tarot, and I'm going to do a pick a card or pick a pile for all of you guys. There's going to be 3 piles, and the first pile is going to consist of this clear quartz, if you can see it. It's a beautiful quartz. I love this quartz. The second pile is going to be this garnet stone in the rough, which is a beautiful stone as well. I love this stone. And the third pile is going to be this citrine stone, tumbled one, super smooth, beautiful color. I don't know if you can see it properly, but it's this beautiful pale canary yellow color with like this frosty yellowy white as well. What else do I need to tell you guys? If you do want to email me for any reason, any questions, any concerns, my email is theoldworldtarot@gmail.com, and you can ask me any questions. I do also do private readings, so you could always let me know if you were wanting to do something like that for yourself. I'm open right now, so that's great. What else do I need to tell you guys? All the updates. Yeah, I think it's been such a hassle on my side, and I really apologize. I love this beautiful community that I've been so blessed to have. You guys have built that community for me. I realize this is kind of an impromptu live, but I wanted to do something for the October energies for you guys to see what's going on for you, or for another person if you were looking for clarity in something else. So I'm going to give you guys a second. You can pick pile number 1. Again, it's a clear quartz. Pile number 2 is this beautiful garnet in the rough. I love it. And pile number 3 is this tumbled citrine stone. So take a second to think about that. And while you think about that, I'm just going to rack my brain if there's anything else that I want to tell you guys. No, I think that's everything. Oh, actually, you can also follow me on Instagram. I'm at the Old World Tarot on Instagram. I don't think I need to change this, but I believe my icon is a different icon as my YouTube. So I need to change that just so that there's no confusion, because in the past there has been some confusion regarding that. So that needed to be said too. And okay, let's get started. So we're going to start with pile number 1. Again, it's the clear quartz. Let's see what's going on for you guys for October. So the first 3 cards are the Fool, the Hanged Man, and the Queen of Wands. So first of all, there's 2 major arcanas here out of the 3, that's pretty crazy. It does look like there is something that you have been wanting to take a chance on, somebody possibly that you have been wanting to take a chance on, somebody that you find quite beautiful and intriguing, and the world finds them the same, beautiful and really interesting, full of ideas, very, very passionate, with this Queen of Wands being here. Now, there is this leap of faith that you do want to take with them, whoever this is to you, but you are being very hesitant about that with the Hanged Man. There's something about this person. I just want to say also, gender doesn't play a role here. It's just an energy. Everybody has masculine and feminine energies. So regardless if the Queen to you doesn't represent your actual person in terms of gender, it doesn't matter. It's just an energy. So I just want you to remember that. But there is a hesitancy that you have regarding this person that you find also kind of your person for life. This person you're very much in awe of. Yeah, so I do want to say that it does look as though you are not wanting to really face the problem at this point for whatever reason, however that makes sense to you, because the Fool is facing the opposite direction. It's actually facing the past. Your back is turned towards the future. You're facing the past. So it does feel as though this could be somebody from your past. It could be an ex. It could be a friend that you have known, a person that you've known through work, someone that you are in knowing of. Does that make sense? Somebody that you've already met in the past, somebody that you've already known from your past, even if it's your recent past. And this person, again, you find incredibly attractive. You are in awe of them. You find them fascinating and passionate and just beautiful inside and out. But there is a hesitancy, and I'm not sure why. I feel as though you are wanting to jump into something with this person. Potentially this person even knows this, but there's a hesitancy either with you or your person. So that will make sense for somebody out there. Now the next three cards, let me see here. You have the World, the Eight of Wands, and the Seven of Wands. So this person, whoever they are to you, there was some kind of an ending. There was some kind of a cycle that ended. Maybe you were in talks of starting a relationship or talking about how there were more feelings potentially between the two of you. It's very possible. Whatever that was, whatever was going on between you and your person, there was a cycle that ended. It is showing that it wasn't necessarily a good ending. It was something that was possibly traumatic for you or your person, or both of you, of course, because the Seven of Wands does represent a person who is on guard, a person who is defending themselves, a person who is fighting back against other ideas, other conversations, it possibly is gossip. It's possibly even rejection to that person, which could be why this Hanged Man is here. I do want to say, though, there is going to be a lot of communication that is going to happen between the two of you for pile number one people. A lot of communication, a lot of passionate communication coming from you and being reciprocated from the other side as well. And it could be regarding this ending that could have happened. And again, with the World being here, this is something that happened in the past, just like the Fool being here and looking at the past. taking that leap of faith in the past, and for whatever reason it not working out, because the World card is here, it does feel like it's something that happened previous to today. The next card that you have is engagement. Now, it says your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So it doesn't necessarily have to be a proposal, an engagement to marriage, although it very much could be. I mean, the World card does represent cycles ending and new cycles beginning. So it's very possible. It's very possible. It's not out of the question for some of you out there. But engagement could also be a new level of commitment in the sense of you could be possibly talking about moving in together, or doing something even like one step under that by taking a trip together. It's just, it's solidifying the trust. It's solidifying the commitment in the sense of the care that you show towards each other. This is not a casual relationship for the two of you. Maybe it was in the past, but it doesn't look as though it's going to stay that way for you. I forgot to say in the beginning of this reading, of this pick a pile live, I want each of you to think of a question that you have for each pile, for whichever pile you choose. And I'm going to give you an answer from one of my decks, which is a really awesome oracle deck that I love to use just as, confirmation for questions that people have sometimes, is the Angel Answers. So they're oracle cards, and I love them. So I'm going to be able to answer a question for you. But I'm going to get through the last two cards before I do that. So just think of a question if pile number 1 is for you. The next card that I have is an oracle card as well. It's from the Soul's Journey, and they're lesson cards. And I love these cards. I love these cards so much because they bring such clarity right away for me, and for a lot of people actually, because they're very straight to the point, very concise in what it's trying to communicate. So you get forgiveness in pile number 1, people. And it says, I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. So it is possible, again, I want to say the World card is here. There could have been an ending of some sort between the two of you. There could have been something that you wanted to take a leap of faith towards, that didn't go as planned, possibly, just didn't pan out the way you wanted it to pan out, which caused this hesitation, this hanged man energy where you're just stagnant. You're not making any choices at all. And because of this, it could have caused a lot of animosity or just problems in the dynamic, in the relationship that you are in. And so forgiveness, if there is somebody to forgive, or if there is a situation that happened between the two of you to forgive, it's time to do that. The universe, the divine, however you want to say it, God, however and whatever name you want to put to that, is asking you to give forgiveness. And it's time for this. It's time to come out of that hanged man situation, that hangman mentality, and open your heart so that you're able to forgive. This is essential. This is essential for this situation, whatever it is, whatever is going on for you guys. And I just want to kind of drive that point, make it very clear. Yeah, so stay open. I mean, even if you're not ready, even if you're still in this energy, it's wise for you to explore that and figure out how you could come to terms of forgiving this person, or even that could mean forgiving yourself. So try not to harbor resentment, because it does block you from love flowing into your life, for it to be something that's positive and positive love and dynamics like that, relationships like that, individuals like that are supposed to be in your life, genuinely in your life for positive reasons. You can actually block that if you're not able to just open your heart and forgive yourself for who you were yesterday, who you were a week ago, who you were 10 years ago. You're a different person today, and you have to remember that. And we learn all the time through every avenue in our life. So I just want to say that that's for somebody. And my favorite oracle card as well. I love these cards too. This is just a little, it's also confirmation from the universe. And these are the sweetest cards, and I love them so much. I forget what the deck is called. I'm going to link that below later and let you guys know, because this deck is amazing and everybody should just pull one of these cards every single day, just as a boost for the day. But it says, earlier disappointments were just rehearsal for the great stuff coming your way. And I mean, that's exactly what I was just talking about. The earlier disappointments were a rehearsal, which it's exactly what the universe is saying. It's saying, forgive yourself, forgive your person if there is some kind of situation that did happen between the two of you. Because it's essential in order to evolve as a human being, as a soul, really. And then there's a little message on the back, so I'm going to read that to you. Never regret love. No matter how blind, it improved your vision. No matter how foolish, it made you wiser. And no matter how generous, it made you more. And then it says, hubba hubba, the universe. I love these cards. I love them so much. And they're so colorful and beautiful. And there's representations of planets in them. I just love them so much, guys. I'm going to link that below. And the final card for pile number 1, I hope you guys picked or asked a question, because I have the answer right now. It's from the oracle deck called Angel Answers. And it looks like this. And so the answer to your question, the universe is telling you to wait. Wait for the right time. Wait for the right moment. I don't know how that's resonating with some of you, or with all of you, or with one of you, but this message is for somebody. And it does have a little blurb in here, and I'm going to find it right now, regarding what the card exactly means. Okay. So wait. Your situation is going to require a little patience. Your angels are not saying no, but they're saying not yet. Sometimes heaven needs a little extra time to make all the pieces fall perfectly into place. What are you asking for? Sorry. I'm a little fumbly today. I apologize. What are you asking for may have an effect on the lives of others. When that occurs, it can take additional preparation to make sure that everyone's needs are seen too. Be patient so that all who are involved can have the experience they're meant to have. So that's for that. That's very interesting, because I have to say, again, it's falling into the Hanged Man. you are waiting intuitively for whatever reason. Pile number 1 people, you're waiting for something. You're hesitant to jump into something. I don't know why. That's going to make sense for you guys for whatever reason, but the universe is there guiding you intuitively, clearly, because look, he's enlightened. He has this beautiful glowing halo, this epiphany that's going on. It's intuition. And the universe is putting that there for you in this 3D life that we live. And it too is also saying to wait. It's not a no, it's just not right now. Okay, that was for pile number 1. I hope that made sense. I don't know if you guys want to comment, let me know what, if you wanted some clarification, possibly, that's fine. I will more than be happy to do that for you. Okay, so pile number 2, which was the garnet in the rough. I love it. This is somebody that's really close to me. It's their favorite stone, and I love it so much. Okay, pile number 2, people. By the way, think of a question for the end of the read for pile number 2, because I have an answer from my oracle deck for you. So for pile number 2, you get the 3 of Wands, the 8 of Pentacles, and the 6 of Wands. Now, it does look like pile number 2, people, you've been working really, really, really hard towards something. You've been completely dedicated. You have been planning this crazy surge of energy to go towards this work that you're putting towards, all of this energy that you're putting towards your work. And I see you creating something, building something. It does look like it's towards something that you are wanting some kind of acknowledgement for. If this is a relationship, which could be very well a relationship, this is working towards possibly bringing the relationship to the next level in the sense of literally an engagement party, a proposal, or a wedding. This is work towards an event that would be public, that would be in front of many, many people, that people would know of, people would talk about, people will share the information, share the knowledge, and actually partake in the celebration, because this is a celebratory card. This is a very successful card in the tarot. It's a card of something victorious that is happening in your life at the moment. This 3 of Wands is actually also talking about waiting for, like working towards and waiting for something that has been in limbo, possibly something that you have been waiting for a long time, possibly because of the work that you've been putting into it. And I can see that you have been just wanting this to finally arrive to you, waiting for these ships to arrive for you with information, with merchandise, with it could possibly be something monetary, something tangible. If it does have to do with career or work or school, even if you are in school and you're a student. So there was information and communication that went out that you had no response to. I need to say that. And you're kind of wondering, well, is this even going to happen? Am I going to get a response? If this is possibly for someone who is applying for a job or for school to be accepted somewhere, you have been waiting for a while. You have been waiting for this job. You've been working very hard. or you have been working very hard to create this beautiful dynamic between you and a person. For all of those reasons, whether it's school or work or a relationship, it's to build something victorious. It's to celebrate something in the end. And just so you know, I just want to say, sorry, I just bumped my elbow and I think that was really loud on the speaker. But those ships are in the horizon and I see them here and they're coming. You're going to get your response very soon. You're going to get your results. If it's not a response, you're going to get your results very soon. And I see that this is confirmation with the Six of Wands. And not only will you feel victorious in this, but other people will be celebrating this with you. So congratulations, whatever that is that's coming. A pre-congratulations. Okay, so the next 3 cards are the Two of Wands, the Nine of Cups, and the Strength card. So this is definitely something you have been trying to make a decision over. With the Two of Wands being here, there were 2 paths that you needed to take in order to acquire this. And it looks like you did make a decision. It looks like you chose a path. You either went left or you went right. And whichever path you did take already, and I can see that it's already taken, it's already in the works, it's going to lead you to a completely different direction. So it's something, again, that you have been really, really working towards, trying to possibly come out of a old situation that was not working for you. If this is a relationship, it looks like you or your person and yourself have been working towards healing something that potentially wasn't working in the past for the both of you. And the Nine of Cups being here, it's showing that this is your wish fulfillment, pretty much, for yourself. It's absolutely wish fulfillment. This is somebody that is completely fulfilled as an individual, I need to say. The Nine of Cups is the card right before the Ten of Cups. This is a person that is completely fulfilled as a person, as an individual. They can stand on their own. They can be exactly who they are, and they're extremely happy doing that. And I do want to say, with the Strength card being here, Major Arcana, maybe you're a Leo, it's possible, or you're dealing with a Leo. But it took a lot of strength for you to do this, a lot of strength. It took a lot of hard work for you to get to where exactly you wanted to be and to have this victorious moment. So, whatever this decision was, it was very hard for you to make. It was very hard, and there was so much work put into it. But it does seem like you've already made this decision, or you're about to. There's no hesitation here at all. Like pile number 1, the previous pile, there was hesitation there. But in pile number 2, there's absolutely no hesitation at all. There's a lot of waiting I can see, but a lot of hard work, which is going to have a result of this Six of Wands for you. So the next card in the pile for pile number 2 is romantic feelings. And it says your feelings are real and worth exploring. So for those of you where this is a romantic relationship, there's definitely feelings between you and your person. It's felt both ways, and it could definitely lead to something victorious. It would be successful for the two of you. It is your wish fulfillment as well. Like this person for you, if this is a relationship of romance, it does seem as though this is a person you've been daydreaming about and even dreaming about and talking to friends and family about this person. And it has taken quite some time to get there, though. So this could be a person that you've known for quite some time, that, it's been a long, very solid friendship that developed into these romantic feelings. It's very possible. And the universe is just saying that it's worth exploring for those of you who might be hesitating, might not really know what to do or how the person feels. The feelings are worth exploring. I just want to drive that point. The next card for pile number 2, I'm just going to get a glass of water and take a sip. Lots of talking. So for pile number 2, this is again from the Soul's Journey, and these are the lesson cards that I'm completely obsessed with and that everybody else is completely obsessed with. Is the Patience card for pile number 2 people. And it says, I accept that everything happens in divine order. And that's completely true. Everything does happen in divine order. You can't force anything. Believe me, when I was, when I was growing up, I'm a very fiery person, and I tried to force many things in my life, and they never panned out the way that I wanted them to pan out. So patience is the key to success in life, in my opinion. But back to pile number 2. I don't know why I said that. I guess I had to say that for some reason. But patience and accepting everything that happens in divine order, you are intuitively doing this. You are, I don't know if possibly you're an earth sign for pile number 2 people, but you are a very, very determined person who really focuses on the tangible things, on working super hard, working very, very, doing extra time, extra hours, being very diligent in the way you approach work in order to achieve what you want to achieve, which I know is coming. Hello, the 6 of Wands is here, guys. So, and in order to be that person or embody that energy, this doesn't only apply to earth signs, by the way. This is any water signs, any air signs, and any fire signs. But that being said, it requires patience. This type of work, this type of energy being put into a relationship or into school, if you're a student, or into work, like a career, it requires a lot of patience and dedication. And strength as well. Again, for pile number 2, maybe you're dealing with a Leo, or you could be a Leo. It's very possible. I just want to say that because it's here. It needs to be said. And so I want to read what the Soul's Journey says about this card for patience. Just give me a second. I'm going to pull it up. Patience. Okay. I love this deck. I'm also going to link it below. It's the best. Okay. Patience. Earth has become a place of instant gratification. You must focus on the maxim. It's not about the destination, it's about the journey. This card has come to you because you need to learn the joy of anticipation. The process of doing is so rich in lessons, but when you concentrate only on the goal, those experiences are disregarded. Life is an unfolding, and the more patience and practice you have, the more you will let the universe celebrate itself through you and bring the experiences and situations to your soul that it requires. You need to learn that there is a rhythm to everything in the universe, and the more you are living with patience, the more aware you are of the lessons your soul is studying. You are on a path right now. There are signposts. If you are speeding down the path, you will miss the little miracles and treasures that have been placed there for you. So that is, again, from the Soul's Journey lesson cards, and they're this beautiful oracle card guidebook. That's for pile number 2 people. So again, look for those signs, look for those confirmations from, the universe, from the divine, from God, however you want to call it. It's important. Pile number 2 people. Okay, and the last oracle card here before your question, with the little messages. I love this deck so much. Again, I pull one card every day just to kind of give me an idea of how to go about the day. And it says, you've got time. And the little message on the back, guys, it says, ever wonder what makes life, ever wonder what would make life's fleeting pain and sorrow totally and unquestionably worth it? How about living forever, wildly in love and loved wildly? You have so much to look forward to, the universe. So let me read that one more time, because I'm fumbling over my words. I'm just a tired mess right now. Ever wonder what would make life's fleeting pain and sorrow totally and unquestionably worth it? How about living forever, wildly in love and wildly loved? You have so much to look forward to, the universe. So again, how funny is that? Patience and a card that's telling you you've got time. Of course you got time. And you must have patience in order to achieve that destination wherever you want that to go, however that resonates for you. Your wish fulfillment is right here. You're focusing on it. And your result will be this 6 of Wands right here. I see that you're focusing on it. I see that you're working towards it. But just remember, patience is essential, and hard work is essential too. So don't be scared that you're losing time. Don't be scared that, people are passing you. It's some rat race. It's really not. Everybody is in their own rat race, if you want to put it that way. And people always have time to do everything that they're meant to do and supposed to do in their life. So remember that. And now for pile number 2, if you had a question, I'm going to answer that for you from the Angel Answers Oracle card. So the answer to your question is a year from now. A year from now. Potentially, this 6 of Wands, this victorious moment will happen a year from now. Whether this is a relationship, whether this is graduation, whether this is a promotion in your work or finding the job of your dreams, it's here. And I want to read the little blurb that comes with it from the Angel Answers. It's literally the first card in the deck. Okay. The events you're asking about, I just want to laugh for 1 second. It's talking about events, and I haven't been able to get the word event out of my head, and a victorious event, so that's pretty funny. Anyway, I just want to show you that. Okay, back to the little blurb. The event you're asking about will occur within this year or soon after. During this time interval, you're encouraged to stay optimistic and to continue with self-care activities and other preparations for your desire. Remember that other people's free will choices are involved. Just got to turn the page. Your angels are presently working behind the scenes on your behalf, even if you can't immediately see the evidence of your answered prayers. So that's a nice little message. It's actually a beautiful message. And I do want to say that in this picture, in this illustration, there are actually two people, and there are another 4 underneath. This could be involving a 4 or a 2 or a 6. It seems very balanced too. It could be involving a relationship of some sort. So that's going to resonate for somebody. I just wanted to make that clear. It's a beautiful illustration. I love this. And travel, that's weird. Yeah. The world being here, I'm not sure if it is about school. You could be potentially, now that borders are open again, in the pandemic, you could be traveling somewhere for school, possibly for some kind of educational purpose, or you could be working somewhere away from home. Something about travel. I just want to say that as well. So again, pile number 2 people, all of the hard work that you have put into whatever it is that you're aiming to accomplish, it's going to be victorious. I just want to reiterate that for you. Okay. Last pile, guys. Pile number 3. People who chose the citrine. This tumbled, beautiful citrine. I love it. The color is just beautiful. And let's go. So again, I'm going to remind you, every pile, you can think of a question, and I'm going to give you an answer to it at the end of the reading. Sorry, I have a dog barking in the background. I don't know if you can hear it. I think you can. Pile number 3, people. Okay, so you get the 3 of Cups, the 7 of Wands, and the 5 of Cups. Now, right away, I'm feeling and seeing that there's something that has been heartbreaking for you regarding the situation that you're dealing with at the moment. There's grief, there's sorrow, there's regret, there's also anger with this 7 of Wands. This person is either you or your person. It does look as though somebody is protecting themselves or preventing another situation like this to happen, or defending themselves for whatever reason, possibly fighting. It does look like it's been very hard on you and your person. With the 3 of Cups being here, typically this is reconciliation. It could mean that you are wanting to reconcile with somebody, or your person is wanting to reconcile with you. But somebody is opposed to that. Somebody doesn't want that at all. They're actually focused more so on what happens and these 3 cups that are spilt. It just seems really negative, actually. I'm not sure why. I do also want to say, though, that the 3 of Cups can represent a third-party situation. And considering the way these 3 cards did come out, I do see that it very much could be. Pile number 3, people. And I mean, what a coincidence that it's the 3rd pile. The 3 of Cups and the grieving card and regret card, sadness. It could very much be a third-party situation. So I'm not sure if you are still dealing with that now, or it's something in the past that you are reflecting on. I feel like it's definitely, for some of you, something that you're reflecting on. Again, the 3 cups here representing third-party situations, pile number 3 as well, and the 3 cups, that you're focusing on here, that are spilled, it could mean that. But let's move on and see what else is going on for you. I can see, though, that whatever this was, you are very, very defensive, or somebody is very, very defensive in regards to whatever this was, whatever this sadness is and was in the past that caused you to be this way. So the next three cards is the Ace of Swords, the Page of Pentacles, and the Ten of Swords. Yeah, okay, well, there's definitely an ending or some kind of a breakup that happened. The Ten of Swords is the end of a cycle. And I do have to say, a very painful, very, very painful cycle. Like you or your person or both of you feel like you've been stabbed in the back. And there was a point where you did feel as though everything was beautiful and it was the way that it was supposed to be. It was very innocent intention, very pure intention, because the deer is here. But someone's feeling stabbed in the back and it was very painful. And I see that here with the Five of Cups. So interesting. I'm sorry to hear that, pile 3. People. That makes me really sad. The Ace of Swords is also here. So I feel like, first I want to mention the Page of Pentacles being here is this person that you're dealing with could be younger than you, significantly younger than you, or they could just be younger than you in the mind in terms of possibly a little bit more immature than you. It's very possible. But whoever this Page of Pentacles is, where you could be also dealing with an earth sign, because Pentacles is earth here. They are presenting some kind of an idea in order to face this Ten of Swords, in order to face the problem and approach it in a constructive way, in a tangible way, because this is the idea. He's holding it. He's young, he's inexperienced, but at the same time, he is offering a solution, some kind of solution, or some kind of reasoning or explanation, possibly even an apology regarding this Ten of Swords. And whatever that solution is, the Ace of Swords being here, it's going to be information that has been missing, information that was not clear in the past regarding the relationship. And it's going to open up, it's going to not open up, but show you a lot of things, a different perspective of how to see what happened between the two of you, and to understand why one of you or both of you are in this defensive mode as well, this mode of fighting back in a sense. There is potentially, for pile number 3 people, information that you were just unaware of that is going to come to light now. And if this is your person, then they are going to present that to you, this information. And if this is you, you are going to be presenting that information. And it is regarding this ending, this painful, very, very painful ending. So the next card is Passion. And it says, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. So there could be, in this relationship that you have with this person, as much as it makes you sad and as much as, you know, this cycle it looks like it did end, there is a lot of passion between the two of you. There's a lot of, the connection between the two of you is undeniable. And I see that you did, and possibly your person as well, did allow yourselves to feel that and to experience that between the two of you. And there are definitely even lessons that you would learn from something like that. I just feel like there was information that was not communicated in the beginning. And if this is a third party, potentially this person was in a relationship already and didn't communicate that, which could have led to this heartbreak that I see that you have been carrying around with you, in fact. But that being said, it doesn't take away from the connection that you did have with this person. So I do need to say that. The next card is from the Soul's Journey, and you get Death. And it says, I'm learning that endings are merely beginnings. So, I mean, it's interesting that the Ten of Swords is here. And it's not just one of the cards in the tarot that always represents endings, like the Ten of Wands, or, you know, for the Ten of Wands, for example, is a lot of burdens that you're finally going to drop and you're going to move on. But the Ten of Swords is a painful ending. It's like something that you experienced that just was toxic. Even it needed to end. It was the wrong approach, right? So it's funny that the Death card came up because the Death card in the tarot as well it represents the Ten of Swords very much in the sense of a new cycle beginning or a rebirth, and learning that the endings are beginnings, just like the seasons, just like, you know, living your life from start to finish. And there are new babies being born all the time. It's rather, even though this is a very ugly word for a lot of people, it's actually beautiful. It's part of the universe. It's how we function. And I want you, for pile number 3 people, I want you to yes, feel through everything. Don't ignore it, because the last thing you want to do is to create future traumas that you carry with you and those burdens. I don't want you to stay in this energy. What I do want you to do is look at these 3 spilled cups and focus on it, feel it out, go through those motions, focus on it and heal. And once you do, there will be new beginnings, new cycles beginning in your life. There will be. There always is. My grandmother always would say, you know, the sun is always going to rise in the morning. There's no changing that. That's all. Tomorrow will be easier. Tomorrow will be better. So it's important to focus on that. But I do want to say, I don't know why I'm saying this again, but I feel like I have to, that go through the motions and then let it go. Don't stay there. If this happens, if this ending already happened or is about to happen, prepare yourself to go through the motions, just like the Death card, and then let it go. And allow yourself to find happiness again. You always do, because we are so resilient. We are so resilient and so unbelievably miraculous in that sense. Now, let me read you the little blurb for the Death card. And it says, death is an illusion. It's a fact of life that the human body we use to travel the earth must eventually stop working. It's not meant to exist forever. The energy and consciousness inhabited that body is free and returns to its natural home, but it never abandons us. Learn to view death as merely a change, and everything must change, because stagnancy extinguishes progress. The same is true for a relationship or a career. A soul lesson may be completed, and it is time to move beyond this point of familiarity and expand into new horizons of learning and development. This is a wonderful opportunity to thank those other souls in your life who have shared part of your path and taught you so much. So, again, death is just what happens before the next stage happens in somebody's life. So it's important to feel those motions, go through those situations and those feelings, even if it's with other people, and then you have to let it go and move on to better your life. Okay. So pile number 3, people, the last oracle card before I answer your question. The card says, you will be surprised. And I mean, it seems very fitting too, because the Ace of Swords being here, there's going to be communication coming in that you possibly were not aware of, and it will enlighten you. It will show you a different perspective on something. So you will be surprised. And on the back it says, ask with love, and their answer may surprise you. Yet whatever their answer, be happy, and this may surprise them. And then it says, hi, it's love and I, the universe. I love this card. I love this deck. It's so beautiful. But yeah, it is again confirming this Ace of Swords, where asking the right questions, or not even necessarily the right questions, but asking questions, being inquisitive and wanting to know things, you may be surprised by the answer that you get. And the Ace of Swords being here is 100% you're going to get those answers if you have any questions, which I believe that you do for pile number 3, people. Yeah, that's a beautiful card. Oh, I'm obsessed with this deck. Okay, so pile number 3 for the question. The answer for you is big, happy changes. So again, this is amazing. This death card is, again, it's telling you, be aware that the death card and the endings that you are experiencing are just beginnings to new lessons and new situations, new journeys in your life. So big happy changes are coming after the fact. And after such a traumatic and painful ending of some kind of a cycle that happened in your life, possibly with you, possibly with your person, possibly for the both of you, big happy changes are going to happen. And it's important to remember that. And I just want to read the blurb. Again, this is from the Angel Answers Oracle deck. I'm just flipping through it to find what it says. And here we go. Big happy changes. Big positive changes are coming into your life. You may find yourself on a new career path, entering a new relationship, or moving to a new home or city. Embrace these exciting events, knowing that your angels will be beside you all the way. What are you asking about may require you to take leaps of faith. I'm just turning the page. That may require you to take leaps of faith that seem frightening or beyond your ability. Trust that the opportunities before you are meant to bring you happiness. These options would not have been presented unless you were ready for them. Release your fears and follow your heart. And I love that. And the image in this is this woman. I don't know if you guys are blonde. Doesn't matter if you're born a blonde or you're dyeing your hair to be this beautiful blonde. She looks like a mermaid. Maybe you do look like a mermaid. Maybe people tell you look like a mermaid. I don't know. But look how happy she is. Big happy changes, guys. So remember, if you are going through something, this 10 of Swords here is, you know, a big downfall in your life, a big, I should say, disappointment in your life, and you happen to be focusing on these 3 cups. Remember these 2 cups behind you. Remember that, you know, at the end of every cycle is a new beginning. So it's important to focus on that. So that is all I have. If you guys have any questions, I'm more than happy to answer them for you if you like. I can hang around here. I'm actually going to light another incense while, if you do have questions, you can ask me. And I'm just going to step away for 1 second to light an incense. Okay. And I love this incense. I order this from India. And oh my God, it smells so amazing. In the mornings when I'm meditating, I light one of these while I meditate. And I actually, you guys are going to think I'm weird, but I listen to Jimmy Cliff, who sings, you guys know the song, goes like, I can see clearly now the rain is gone. I burn this and I meditate, and it's so amazing. I love it. Yeah. I don't know if you guys have questions. Do you guys have any questions at all? If not, that's cool. I'll wait another minute and then I'll sign off if there's nothing. And what can I reiterate to you guys? Yeah, so if you want to email me anything, you can always email me at theoldworldtarot@gmail.com. There, I'm always available to you, and I do book private readings as well. If you did want to do that, I do have to work off of my schedule, so I tend to send them rather than do them live, because we're all in different time zones. I realized I have the community is everywhere. I happen to be in North America, but the community is every which way in this world. So I tend to just record it and let them have it, let them hold on to it forever. So again, theoldworldtarot@gmail.com. And if you did have anything to explore like that, I'm more than happy to help. There is a little information blurb that I send in terms of how I go about doing that. And I'm also on Instagram. You can find me there at The Old World Tarot. And I like to upload actually pick-a cards, or not pick-a cards, but I pull cards every day, and I just give a daily, sometimes weekly reading for whoever needs to hear it at the time. Krishma has a question. Yeah, of course you can ask a question. Ask me anything. I'm always open to questions. I know when I was starting, I was very interested, and I asked way too many questions, and I think people were thinking I was a very strange person, but I'm that person that asks all the questions under the sun. So I think it's better to be that way than to assume, right? Let me just close the window because there's construction. and it's very obnoxious construction. I'm just gonna have a glass of water. Krishma, did you have any questions? I see that you wrote that. If you don't, that's cool. No worries. You can always contact me through email. I'm always here. And anybody else, if they have questions before I sign off, I'm here still. It's live, you know. Thursday. I wonder if it's Thursday in other parts of the world. I think it is. I think Thursday is always Thursday everywhere in the world. You know what's really funny, guys, is that I'm talking into a microphone and into the screen and nobody's responding, and I'm literally having conversations with myself, and it's really funny. I crack myself up sometimes when I'm doing this because, and I know you guys are listening. I know you're here. I know you're writing your questions or whatever, like in the other videos and other comments and things like that. But it's really funny for me. It's interesting being on the other side doing this, and I really enjoy it though. It's fun. Although my neighbors, I think I'm nuts, but that's cool. I'm happy to be nuts. Okay, well, Krishma, if you want to email me, you can always do that. I have all my links downstairs. All of my links at the bottom that I have put in the description box. Not downstairs, it's in the description box. And yeah, I guess that's it. Thank you so much for all of you for being here. I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you so much for building this beautiful community that I have. I apologize that it was kind of an impromptu. I didn't expect to do this today. It's been quite a while. I think it's been since July or August. And it was time. So I'm glad you're here with me. And if not, you can always replay this back and watch it. Thanks again, guys. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye.